Alright lads, so today we're doing something very exciting, and that is the Bleach Brave Soul Awards for the year 2022. Today, for this video, we're going to be voting for the top 6 characters that appear as the nominees for these particular awards. So right from the get-go, if you do want to be part of this award show and take part and vote and let your vote be heard to potentially get a certain character to appear as a nominee for the awards that we have selected, then you might want to take part in this. The link will be in the pinned comment and also the description. There's around 15 awards to go through that span from best character, worst character, best art, best soul bomb, most overrated, best update, most anticipated character. Very similar awards that we did last year, but we are going to include some new awards, and those awards aren't actually shown on this particular form because the nominees have already been decided. So for today, you're not voting for who's going to win, you're just voting for who to appear as a nominee. In a week's time, once the votes have been selected, we are then going to announce the nominees, and probably sometime late January, we're going to have the entire award show. I'm going to try and best it again this year and make it really fun for you lads to enjoy. But yeah, overall, I'm just very excited for this. It's always a fun time taking part of these award shows, and as a community, we together can decide who, as a community, do we think is the best character? Who do we think is the worst character? Who do we think has the best soul bomb animation? Who's the best premium, limited, etc., etc.? So feel free to click on that link and fill out this form. With that said, though, we are now going to fill out the form ourselves, but I recommend you lads go and fill out yourself before watching this part of the video. I don't really want to sway anyone's opinions, but I do want to fill it out myself, so let's go through it. So the first big change that you're going to see, at least this year, is that we actually have all the names here. Previously, and it was terrible for myself, is that I let you lads just write any name possible. So because you could write any name, there was so many different ways to spell certain characters, and because of that, I had to do a lot of extra work. But in this case, with a selection, it's super easy to go through. They're sorted by newest to oldest, so it's going to be super easy just to select the character, right? So with that said, let's quickly go through it. So nominations for best character, right? This one's going to be a bit tough. This year, we actually saw quite a lot of good characters, and because the way BBS does work, there's a lot of different game modes where certain characters excel in over others. So it is kind of hard to say who is the best character, but again, for my vote, I'm not even going to vote for who I think is the best character. More so, I'm just going to vote to make sure this particular character gets voted in to the top 6. So in that case, I guess Toshiro is getting my vote. Again, not necessarily the character I think is going to win, just someone I'm kind of hoping to get in the top 6. Nominations for worst character, there was a lot of stinkies this year. I guess in my case, like just instantly right from the get-go, definitely scrolling down to here. Probably going to pick... No, so I think they released somewhere around here. Shuhei. Yeah, Shuhei just wasn't that good. Like, really, he was not that good. He had one use in Guild Quest, and that was basically about it. Outside of Guild Quest, nah, bro played like Zappadom. Best soul bomb animation, though. This one's tough. Again, I'm not too sure who I think has the best soul bomb, and I'm kind of curious to see here who is going to be the top 6 most nominated characters. But in this case, I'm hoping here that this character can get in, and I'm going to be giving my vote towards the Baragon Tyrant Aspiration. For a premium character, he actually had surprisingly a really good soul bomb. Usually mid-month characters don't surprise me. He definitely did. So my nomination vote is going to go towards him. Best premium, one of the big changes that you're going to see here is that we are including the anniversary characters. Last year we did not, but this year we got a really good amount of like premium characters. Just compared to any other year previously, this year had a great selection because we had multiple end of month banners with premium characters. We had 2 anniversary characters this year. So my vote, again, not someone I think is going to win, but I think someone that should get nominated, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to give my vote to Akon. It was going to go towards Lisa. I think Lisa's a great premium. And obviously the anniversary characters, let's be honest, are probably going to win here. Maybe even not. I don't even know, because you could make a case for any of these Okuras. But I'm going to give my vote to Akon because Akon is the GOAT. He's actually a pretty good character. Does he deserve to be best premium, though? I mean, I don't know. But again, when I vote for the actual winner, once the nominees have been decided, that's when I'll proper think about it. Nominations best limited character. Again, this year had a great set of limited characters. In this case, this basically includes every Safwi character, 1000 Year Blood War character, and seasonal character released this year. And that's the tough part because, like, it's going to be hard because, like, if we're going for, like, top 6 nominees, I'm pretty sure 1000 Year Blood War round 15 could get in, but then so could 16. So could 16. Shout out Ichigo Uryu are great. Sergeant and Kaname are great. Toshiro too. This one I'm very curious to see here who are going to be the top 6, because right now I can't even give a top 6. I really don't know. Swimsuit characters were great this year. The Kenpachis were good too. This one I think is going to be one of the more competitive categories. So I guess in this case, I'm going to give my vote to I really don't know. Ichigo. Let me just go Ichigo. Let's just do that. I'm pretty sure he's going to get a lot of votes anyway, but my vote, I guess, is going to go to him for now. And when we get the full list of characters, maybe then I'm going to decide who I think really deserves the award and not more so a nominee. Best resurrections. This year, we did see 1,000 Year Blood will get resurrected, so that's actually pretty exciting. Would have loved for round 4 to be included here, but they aren't getting resurrected until, like, what, the 15th? So they unfortunately have to be included in next year's award show. In this case, though, I think majority of the votes are going to go to 1,000 Year Blood War. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if all 6 top nominees are 1,000 Year Blood War, especially because they are the most recent ones too. But you know what? I guess at the same time, we had some good ones at the start of the year. Third Anniversary Okyo started off the year. He had a pretty decent resurrection, but I think my vote in this case, because I know a lot of people are going to vote for 1,000 Year Blood War, I'm going to give my vote to Neliel, the Japanese Parasol one. She picked up Flurry. She's a pretty good link. Honestly, as an upgrade, she got a pretty good upgrade. So I guess my nominee vote is going to go to her. Nominations for Best Artwork. Again, this year, Caleb, I think, really stepped up their game. We had some really good artwork, and I'll say right from the get-go, I was surprised if the renewed Okura gets in, the 3rd Anniversary remake. He has really cool art, but I think it's kind of ruined by the ugly 6-star background. Had he been given the same background as 3rd Anniversary Okura, that also would have been really cool. But regardless, he still does have some good artwork, and for the most part, character arts, the limited characters have the better treatment here because they get the special backgrounds. They normally look a bit more extravagant, so I wouldn't be surprised if every character voted. It's just a seasonal or limited character, right? And in this case, I'm really not sure who to go for. Chad, Uryu, and Ichigo had some really cool art, especially because it was, you know, based off the anime. That was definitely super exciting to see, and they look really clean and, you know, stand out to a certain extent compared to any other character. So you could easily make a case for them to be a nomination here, and my vote would go to them. But I'm going to stand by this lad. I said it back when he first came out. Safui Kuroshiki. Really cool artwork. When he got revealed, I was absolutely amazed. My actual award vote might go to Kuroshiki if he gets top 6. I'm not entirely too sure. Again, my opinion will change once we see the top 6 nominees. But I guess my nomination vote and who I hope to appear as a nominee is going to go to Kuroshiki. So next up, we have Best Character Design. In this case, it doesn't really match about their artwork. Their artwork could be bad, but if they had a really cool design, then I guess they maybe are worth the vote. So essentially right here, it only includes seasonal characters and Brave Soul originals. So some Safui characters here. Of course, the Anniversary characters are here. And I guess my favorite design for the entire year is probably going to go to, I'm going to get to Kaname. I'm going to give it to Kaname. I like Toshiro's, I like Sajin's. They're the most recent ones, so they kind of stand out a tad bit, recency bias and all. But I think what they did with Kaname was actually really cool, combining his, you know, Bankai and also Resurrection, and he became like this some type of hybrid form. And I've seen a few comments say the same thing, like Kaname's Resurrection should have looked like this, and I kind of agree to a certain extent. So yeah, I guess my vote for Best Character Design is surprisingly going to Kaname. And then after that, we have the most overrated character. Considering that I have done a tier list every single month rating characters, I have an idea potentially what some people are going to vote for. I'm not sure what the top 6 will look like. I'm very curious to see that. But in this case, my vote, I was jokingly going to vote for 7th Anniversary Ichigo. I think he's a great character. But that SA1 is terrible. That SA1 is absolutely horrendous. And as much as I love 7th Anniversary Ichigo, despite him being my most used main character, I kind of hate playing with him. As sad as that sounds, I might give my vote to 7th Anniversary Ichigo. Would that be fair? Probably not. But maybe it is. I'm going to vote for Ichigo. Why not? I don't think he's going to win this, nor do I think he even will get in the top 6, but overall, I'm just super annoyed with that SA1. It kind of just ruins the character for me, despite him, again, also just being really good. Obviously, we put him to the likes of, you know, other the top tier characters, but most of those top tier characters don't have anything wrong with their kit. Ichigo does. So in that way, that's why I'm kind of voting for him, if that kind of makes sense. I still think he deserves all the praise he gets, but just compared to some of the other GOATs of the year 2022, Ichigo by far just has the worst kit, and it just comes down to that SA1. It's that bad, in my opinion. Most underrated character, though. Again, interested to see who's going to win here. Last year was pretty interesting. We had the Calm Fjord Kugo win the awards, and I think it was fair. Not everyone really talked about him. He was a great character upon release, and I know who my vote's going to go towards, and who I'm hoping appears on the top 6. It's actually going to go towards, where is she? She would have came around here. I'm going to vote for Roka. I'm going to vote for Roka. A lot of people trashed her upon release. I thought she's great. I get that she was kind of overshadowed by Safui Retsu, and it also was unfortunate on her timing that she came out between 1,000 Year Blood around 15 and also 16. That really didn't help, but Roka's great. I think by far she's one of the more underrated characters in the game. A lot of people jumped the gun calling her trash because she had like a mediocre SA1 and 2, but when you play with her, and if you did play with her, she clears content just fine. I wouldn't even say she clears content slow. Like, she's actually a good character. She has a great DPS despite those wonky strong attacks. And I will admit, if she was given better strong attacks, she would have been one of the better characters in the game. But I don't think she's as bad as people make her out to be. So that's why she's going to get my nominee vote. After this, we have the player's choice. You can literally vote for anyone. There's no reason for it. We kind of mentioned who do you just enjoy playing the most. So this one's just for fun. If you like the Christmas Halliwell, if she's one of your favorites, go vote for her, right? The character doesn't necessarily have to be the best in the game. They could be terrible, but if you like them, then go vote for them. In my case, I'm going to give my vote to... I was going to give it to Yoruichi from the Untold Stories banner, the Safui banner. I really like her as a character. I'm kind of hoping she gets top 6, but at the same time, I also really like Kurashiki and Azashiro. I'm a big fan of Kenpachi's. And despite Azashiro kind of being outclassed by someone like Uryu, he's going to get my vote because I actually just adore playing with Azashiro. I was very close to actually voting for 7th Anniversary Uryu. He is probably like the most fun to play character in the entire game. So if Azashiro doesn't get into the top 6, for a potential chance to win the award, I'm probably going to vote for Uryu, assuming he gets in. Or any other character. Again, I'm curious to see who would actually get in there. Next up, we have the best banner. So this includes every single main banner. We don't include reruns here, because otherwise there'd be just a bit too much to select from. Instantly right from the get-go, I think my vote's going to go to post selection. I thought it was a great banner with a lot of value. I think this one might actually win the entire award. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, my vote's going to go towards that. There were some pretty good banners this year. And again, I'm curious to see who would actually make the top 6. Then we have worst banner. What was the worst banner? I actually just don't even know. I had a look at all the banners too. There were some bad ones. I'm probably going to I would want to give it to the arena summons, and the arena banners got a lot of votes last year. I don't think they deserve it because at this point in time when these arena banners were releasing, it featured only arena characters. In a way, it actually offered a lot of value. Like if you wanted to play arena and you summoned on that banner and just got one new character, it was like an instant W for that particular game modes. It also featured some of the better premium characters that released within that time frame. So yeah, I'm not going to vote for an arena banner. And keep in mind, your vote towards this can go towards the banner characters. Maybe just the characters were uninteresting. Maybe you're going to vote for a particular banner because the fillers were terrible. It's your vote. You can really go with either way. So I guess in that case, I'm actually going to vote for Arena Stratagem. So I'm kind of contradicting myself here, but I mainly voted for this one because Kisuke was just That was basically about it. The banner might have been good, the fillers might have been good, but that Arena Kisuke was just so forgettable in my opinion. After that, we have the best update. So we have a few changes that I went back and saw this year. We had some really good ones. Hopefully, I didn't forget any. But in this case, I'm not really sure what I'm going to give my vote for. I'm probably going to go with the Inheritance Trail update, which includes 5x soul tickets and removal of the time gate. They came out at different times, but they both happened within the year 2022. And that's by far one of the better changes. I don't have it included in here, but I will definitely update the form before it goes live. We did get the addition of using links or characters in epic raids this year, and that definitely could be a contender. But I think for me, being able to do 5x soul tickets on IT was just amazing, right? Being able to easily teach one of your characters, at least get the materials from the super links or potions, and at the same time later, recently, just like what, last month, they made it so it's available all day. That's great, especially for someone in the UK. Usually IT was at a terrible time, so that's probably one of my more favorite changes of the year 2022. And then lastly, we have nominations for most anticipated character and most anticipated update. So in this case, you can write whatever you want to. I'm gonna have to go through all of them and sort them out, which is gonna take a tad bit of time, but I'm down for it. In this case, you can vote for any confirmed character. Right now, we have Safui, Gin, and my Yuri still yet to come out, or any unconfirmed character. So maybe you want to get the old Gote 13, but specify which one. Maybe you're waiting for a 1000-year Blood War, Yachiru, Kenpachi, a new Yamamoto, new Yuha. Again, it can be anyone you want to vote for, so write the name down. For me, as always, similar to last year, my vote's going to go to Giselle. I just want to see her get a new character, or a character in-game at this point. And then most anticipated update, what do you want to see changed in the year 2023? I'm going to vote for pay system because that won last year. We've yet to get that, and I think that's probably the most sought after thing. And I was going to put that, but in this case, I'm going to put a enriched inheritance zone, which is similar to enriched shopper zone. That's one of the things I want to see. Because right now, especially because I've been mentioned here, we got the 5x update when it came to inheritance trials. So you can easily farm a lot of super links or potions. They come easy. Super links or potions to me are not a problem. But given the amount of links or potions you need and the amount you get when farming it, we just need a lot more, and it takes a lot more time to gather up the links or potions that you need to max out a character to T20. It's weird, it shouldn't be like that. Normal potions should come a lot easier when compared to super links or potions, and at the same time, IZ is basically dead. There's no reason to play it. Epic Raid is significantly better, and it shouldn't be like that. But even though Epic Raid is a great way to get, links or potions and droplets, Droplet Zone is still a great place to farm droplets, and whenever Enriched Droplet Zone gets a buff in its rates, we always go there to farm droplets, but you don't do that in IZ because IZ is bad. So I kind of hope to see a enriched inheritance zone, very similar to enriched jobs zone, where you can just get a bunch of link swap potions of every color. You're not farming one particular color, you're farming all 5, and you're getting like 50 to 80 plus in that quest. That would be really good in my opinion. And that's what I believe we would probably need to make T20 characters a lot less grindful or stressful in my opinion, because it shouldn't be that long just to get normal link swap potions. And with that, I guess that's the award show done. My vote has been recorded, and you lads can let your voice be heard again in the pinned comment or the description below. In a week's time, so around the 8th or 9th of January, I will announce the nominees for each awards, and then that's when you can vote for the actual winners. So if you didn't want to go through this long form, that's fine. I appreciate you potentially watching this video. And feel free to vote for the actual winners when the nominees have been voted, because it'll be a lot easier. Instead of choosing from like 70 plus characters in each category, you're only going to be picking from 6. And the form itself would also look a tad bit better too. So yeah, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate anyone taking the time out the day to watch this and also go through the form themselves. It's definitely appreciated. And let's make a good award show for the year 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.